In a big city, surrounded by skyscrapers and glowing night lights, lived a young man named Artem. On the surface, he had everything: a prestigious job, an expensive car, elegant suits, and a stylish apartment in the very center. His friends often told him, "Artem, you're lucky. You've got everything anyone could ever want." But deep inside, he felt something very different. Every evening, when he returned to his luxurious but empty apartment, he was met with silence. A silence so loud, it almost screamed. His heart felt hollow, and no purchase, no matter how expensive, could fill that emptiness. One autumn afternoon, while walking through a park, Artem stumbled upon a scene that stopped him in his tracks. On a bench sat a young woman, holding an old book. She laughed so sincerely that the whole world seemed to brighten around her. A small dog ran in circles at her feet, and every now and then she leaned down to pet him, her smile pure and unforced. Artem stood there for a moment, as if time itself had slowed. Then, gathering his courage, he walked up and spoke to her. Her name was Sophia. She worked in a library. She didn't earn much, she lived simply, but her eyes shone with a light he had never seen before. They began to see each other more often. And Artem realized something: when he was with Sophia, he laughed freely, breathed deeply, and felt alive. He no longer craved fancy restaurants, because the most delicious dinners were the homemade pies Sophia baked with love. He stopped chasing expensive brands, because the greatest treasure was the warmth of her embrace and her kind words of support. The more time they spent together, the clearer it became to him. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy honesty. It cannot buy trust. And it can never buy love. One evening, as they sat by the river, watching the sun sink slowly beyond the horizon, Artem took her hand and said softly, "Sophia, I once had money, but no happiness. Now, I have you, and I've finally realized this is the greatest wealth in the world." She looked into his eyes and whispered back, calm and certain, "True love cannot be bought. It either exists, or it doesn't." And in that moment, Artem understood completely. Happiness doesn't live in a wallet. It lives in the heart. And the greatest luxury in life is having someone by your side who loves you truly, not for your money, not for your status, but simply for who you are.